other side of the woods now. Just been having a little look around. Obviously this used to be an old pheasant coop. Big tree, fallen tree. There's a nice little bit of ground here where I could lay, have a tarp coming over. It's nice area, plenty of firewood around. Before my firelighter goes out, let's just get some little twiggies on. Right, well, the steam's calmed down a little bit. There you go. Happy days. A nice beef stew, bit of veg. Right, well, hi everybody and welcome back to Lundy's Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, I'm finally back out at my base camp. It's been about 4 weeks. I've had a week off from camping and I've had a couple of different camps in my local woods and then up on a Northumberland hill next to a castle for the Great Tommy Sleep Out. I've still got another one of them to do, which will be being showed after this video. I'm taking some managers out from work for the wild camping experience, just to raise a bit of money and awareness again for the Great Tommy Sleep Out, which is for veterans who are homeless, our armed forces brothers and sisters who can't get off the streets for some reason. But anyway, I've been talking about that a lot and I'll probably talk about it a little bit later on as well. But Roney's been up once for I think he came up for a camp with his kids and then he came up for a day camp. I'm not 100% sure, but he's definitely been busy building a bit of a table, which is just over there, which I'll give you a better look of it as I'm talking. But yeah, well, wood supply is going down a bit, so I've got a bit of wood collection to do. I'm not building anything this week. It's just basically come out and chillax, enjoy myself. Obviously I'll do a little bit of wood prep and things like that, go for a little walk around the woods, but I'll get set up first. I don't think I'm going to use the mozzie net tonight. I think I'm just going to put my bed, stretch a bed out and then just put the actual sleeping bag with a bivvy bag and that'll be it. Like, well, there you go then, that's me all set up, dead quick and simple. I've just laid out a few of my items that I need as well and I'll talk you through all them. Most of you have seen us do my setups, but for you that are new to the channel, this is my setup here. So as you can see, I've got a canvas stretcher bed that I got made. So basically it's got two like sleeves, one on either side, and you just put some poles through onto the frame that I've made, and then that makes a really comfortable bed for in the shelter. And then you just take it apart, store it in a watertight container, and then you don't have to keep on carrying it in and out of camp. Underneath, on top of there, sorry, I've got the Flex Tail Gear RO5 mat. Really nice, comfortable mat. I haven't blown it up all the way. I've just got it a little bit softer than normal. Okay, it's really good. It's got an R rating of 5. I've got a video out on that if you're interested. I'll try and put the link up on the top of the screen. Flextail Gear have sent me out a lot of gear and it's a really good company to work for. Well, I don't work for them, sorry, to work with. Obviously getting lots of free kit off them to review. But it's one of my favourite mats. The first one had a slight problem with the air intake, so they've replaced it straight away. So the customer service is fantastic as well. Next bit of kit I've got is the Snug Pack Special Forces bivvy bag. This is very small, light and compact. It goes to about so big. It's great for lightweight backpacking. All right, it's got a top zip on it which comes halfway down so you can climb in easy. Then my sleeping bag system I've got in here is the Snug Pack Special Forces sleeping bag. I think this is the number 1 or 2. This is like a wintry type one. It's quite thick. This is the Special Forces 2 sleeping bag. Top zip. It's got a nice collar where you can cinch it in and then tuck it into your neck and get nice and snuggly. It's got a decent hood on it as well. And inside there, I have 2 pillows. This red one normally ends up going down in between my knees because it doesn't like my knees touching when I'm sleeping. And then 1 pillow is enough for me, really. So that's basically my setup for my sleeping system. Obviously, my table, I've got, obviously, on the side here, I've got 2 nails where I hang up my store and my axe. Then I've got a nice system there for to put my Bergen, fits in that gap lovely. And then if I need anything else out of the main compartment, I just quickly lift the lid up and then in and getting it. The green bag, it's got my food in. We'll talk about that later on. My fire kit. I'm just busy sorting out my chest rig, getting a couple of little bits and pieces out of there. And then obviously down here I've got, just get you all set properly, sorry. On here I've got a can of lager that's been here for a few weeks now. Okay, and then I've got 3 cans of Coke, and then my JDs. It's 100 mils in a small plastic bottle of Jack Daniels. One of them's fire and the other 2 are normal Jack Daniels. I've gone back to this system. The new system I started doing, which was kind of in a big bottle all mixed together. It didn't work out well for us last week. I ended up getting loads of kit soaking. The 2 bottles burst. Must be just with all the gases shaking about inside the bottle, and the bottom part of the bottom actually exploded. And then for a snack for later on, I've got a pot noodle. Give myself a little bit of an energy boost. I've brought some Holy energy drinks. Okay, there'll be a link in the description for these if you're interested. I do get a little bit of a kickback off them for any purchases off my channel, but they're really good. You get like cold tea ones, you get rehydration drinks, and you get energy drinks as well. And there's lots of nice flavours, and there is also some flavours that are really horrible as well. It's just about finding what suits you. So if that's something that floats your boat, go and check it out. They're great for like doing long distance walks, rehydrating yourself, plus you're getting a nice tasty drink on the way. You get one of these bottles sent with them as well. Okay, it's a 500 ml bottle. You put it in, shake it. It's got a sealable screw lid top on, which is nice and little, so you're not going to be having fluids going all over you. All right, so I really like these. I use these at work all the time as well, because I'm a night shift worker, and having one of them just gives you a little bit of a boost. My favourite gas stove altogether is the Soto Windmaster and this cook set. It has 3 pots within one, and the cooks and the gas stoves in there as well with little snips and that. I've got another video on that as well if you're interested. Just check my playlist for reviews. And then I've brought 2 litres of water. We've got plenty of water up here, but the next time I come up I will be bringing up some couple of 5 litre bottles of water. And then my brew kit, so I can have a brew as well as the day goes by, and some gas. That is it. So basically all I've got to do now is I'm going to go for a little walk. It's 12:15 in the afternoon. I've got enough wood there to chop. I've got loads of little sticks lying around that look nice and dry that have come off the trees, and I should have enough lying around. Yeah, I'll talk about my food later on, but that's basically my setup. So if you are new to the channel and you're interested to see how the camp was built, there's a lot of backlog cattle of videos. Go and check them out, and if you like what you see, consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribe, and do leave a comment. All right, I do get back to you, and yeah, I do like waffling a lot as well. All right, but I do lots of different things. I've got a couple of building projects and a couple of different types of solo minimum kit camps planned. That's just about getting the right time and to go out and actually do them. Right, well, just crossed over into the old woods, and already I've spotted about 5 decent bits of wood that's fallen. There's some nice bits there, and there's a lovely chunky one there that I must have cut up ages ago and just left stacked up. There's a couple of little trees and branches down where I can come and just salvage loads of stuff. And it looks like there's some new bits down the bottom here as well. We're always getting loads of great firewood from down here. It's a bit boggy in places in here, hence why we don't camp. And obviously all these trees are just dropping limbs all the time, so we've just got to be a bit wary about them. But as you can see, there's some new stuff falling, smashed in a couple of places. So I'll just come back and forwards, pick this up, and look at that big limb there, man. I'll just come down, carry bits and pieces up to the fence line, put them over, and then cut them up later on. Even coming down here with a chainsaw, there's lots of bits and pieces all over the place. You know what I mean? Look at this, man. Been here for ages, that. Rotten. But there's just loads of bits all over. Dead standing, nice dead standing wood there. It's just tons. But it's really nice. It's ideal as well. Camp's just up there about 150 metres away, 200 metres. So it's not a massive hike to get it all in. But yeah, I just love coming down and just checking out this area. But as you can see, the ground's getting a bit boggy here now. Yeah, a bit too boggy to walk on. I'm actually sinking in the mud, look. That's how boggy it is. Some parts of it's really good, but other parts, like all this part here, you can see the ground. It's just saturated. But yeah, there's some nice parts. This is actually alright here, like camp underneath this bit of tree. It's just the big trees above it though. Just got to be wary of them. But onwards and upwards. We'll go further down the bottom here. There's a couple of spots down here I want to check. Looks like there's another big massive new tree down as well. Oh, we've got enough firewood in here to last for years. Just coming in, getting it. Even like these limbs that are old, you know what I mean? Just come in, get all these. Like it's nice and seasoned. Got to burn really well. Loads hanging up against the trees. Loads of big branches on there as well, ready for dropping. As you can see, trees down everywhere. Right, waffle waffle, see you in a bit. Right, well, I'm just walking around in the old woodland and I've come across an absolutely fantastic area to do possibly a couple of different types of camps. There's a lovely little fallen tree, but it's not a little tree, like it's quite a big tree, fallen tree. There's a nice little bit of ground here where I could lay, have a tarp coming over. It's nice area, plenty of firewood around. And there's also this little area here as well. There's a couple of dodgy limbs on that tree, like, so I'm not sure if I would keep there, but you could make a great little shelter in an area like this. Absolutely fantastic, like. And obviously the wind comes from that direction, so if you make your shelter up here, be great. But that's perfect because I've got nothing really above it apart from one little branch. But I can feel the rain coming in and I'm going to head back to camp. Obviously I'm not going to take the camera over that area because that's too open. But yeah, I've enjoyed having a walk around. I'm going to go now back to camp, and on the way I'm going to get myself a couple of logs and carry them over to the fence and then get them into camp. And I'll see you when I start processing some firewood because times are ticking now. And I've just been enjoying myself, having a walk around on camera and off camera. Right, well, that's me. Had a nice break there. I've just been having a nice pot noodle. I'm just going to watch where my trolley's going. A nice pot noodle and a cup of tea while sitting watching one of my pals' YouTube videos that he's just put out. Adrian, Mountain Hopper 57. Hello, mate. That looked a cold morning. But anyway, yeah, I'm just away down to go and get some nice big logs of hardwood that I've fetched up to the fence, and I'm going to hide them over and then chop them and down here so I can fit them into the trolley and then take them back up and get them all processed for tonight. So I've got some nice decent bits of wood to cut, but still got fallen trees and all that down here. I'm just going to leave them in situ. I've got no need for to use them, but yeah, I come down here and pick up all my like branches and things, but I've got tons up the top. So I'm just going to leave my chainsaw and everything here in this little part. I'll get my gloves though, and then we're going to head over here. Oh, there they are, I can see them. They're just over the side there. A few bits of logs, and then obviously, as you can see, there's a bit of a ditch down here. And it sort of like gets a bit boggy now and again, but it's alright to stand over. Hey! And then I've got a couple of little fences to climb, but it's easier if I come down this way. Camera over, and me get my leg over. Now, just for you that are watching for the first time, I have got some experience with the chainsaw. I'm not an avid chainsaw person. I used it many years ago. I don't chop any big massive trees down or anything with it, because you will get the snowflakes on here. I say, hey, look at him using a chainsaw, he's got no training. But I wear safety gear, helmet, ear defenders, chaps, everything. I wear all the safety gear. So I've just been getting some of these, as you can see. So I'm just going to chop them up into manageable bits. When I get them back over there, I've just got to lift them over these two fences, then over the swamp area, and then drag them up onto the top there, instead of dragging them all the way up there to go all the way along and then into camp. It's easier that way. So that's more than enough there, and I'm going to chop this bit up. It's a bit punky, but it's solid all the way along. And then look at this, man, just standing up there, solid piece of hardwood. But I didn't want to damage the tree, so I'd have to wait until Roney was here to pull it over, because if I damage the fence I'll have to mend it. So, but there's loads of dead limbs down the bottom there, and if I need any more I'll just bring them up and do the same procedure. But anyway, I'll see you on the other side. Adios. Right, well, there you go. Nice and easy, isn't it? Better than using the hand saw. But as you can see, I do wear all the safety kit. All right, let's put them down there. That's a nice chunk of wood there. By the time I split them up with the stuff I've already cut up at camp, I've got more than enough wood. I'll take that bit there that I've been leaning everything up on as well, put it in the trolley. I've got a couple of logs over there that I chopped up the last time that I forgot about, so I'll go and get them as well. But not a bad little haul, just 10 minutes work really, cutting it up. So I need to make a decent bench up at the top, like for putting big massive logs on, because by the time you've done a few, like, your back kills when you're doing it low. Plus it'll be safer as well, I suppose. But you know, that's me all over. I never make anything that makes the job easier for cutting wood. So, but just the way it is, isn't it? But that's a nice woodland over there. It's just a pity I can't, well, there's a couple of spots I could possibly make camps in, or just like do tartan bivvy camps in, but there's a lot of dodgy trees. Get myself some fluids and start slicing up some wood, and I'm just chilling out. It's nice to come out and just not build. I do get the urge, like, but it's finding the material in here. Yeah, I've got a 200 acres of woodland, but it's been finely manicured, especially the pine woodland part, you know, because obviously the farmers use all the dead standing trees for firewood and all that as well for their farm. So, but there's an abundance of it over there, and that's the best type of wood to burn in anyway. You get a nice bed of coals. It's good for cooking on, and it's good for retaining the heat as well, whereas pine wood just burns viciously, and it doesn't last very long, so you go through a lot of it. Anyway, I'm waffling as per normal. It's turning out to be quite a nice afternoon, so it's starting to get a bit cloudy now though. So, but what is it? 4 o'clock. A couple of hours chilling out, slicing some wood up, and I think I might even have another cup of tea. Why not, eh? See you in a bit. Right, well, as you can see, I've chopped a load of hardwood, then I've chopped loads of softwood, which is pine. Now I've got me hooker's force, or whatever you call it. I've got me decent axe out now, just to slice these down into little finer bits, just for when I initially start the fire. All right, so as you can see, it just slices through really nicely. And sometimes it doesn't. But it's all about slicing these up nice and little and watching the fingers at the same time. Okay. Now if you're unsure of doing this like I am, always wear gloves as well. Okay. That's a knot there. Look at that, went straight on top of a knot. We'll just go slightly to the side and it just slices through. Right, and if you're not comfortable doing this, get yourself another stick or bit of wood. Okay, rather than hold that with your fingers, hold it with the wood, sorry, and just slice through it. Okay, there's no point in putting yourself in danger and chopping your fingers off. Just to get a little bit of wood chopped for the fire. Alright, that's proper knotties out that bit. As you can see, there's the knot there, look. This nice big round chunky bit. Let's see if I can get that out of there. So there you go. That's the knot there, look. See how it's all dead round? That's a branch going into the actual trunk, and it causes what you call knots, and it's sometimes hard to get through. Try that on the fire pit. I'll go down on your knees, which makes it easier. Okay, don't forget, get a stick to hold the stuff. You can just lay it flat, break it up like so. Use the corner of the axe, all right, not the facial of the axe, use the corner, and it goes in nicely. Yeah, now you see how it's splitting it really nice and thin there. Okay, or if you're holding it, just tap it on, move your hand, and then go through it. And that's all I do. It just stops you from, I'm not going to do that bit because it's got a big knot in it, so is that bit. It just stops you from chop in your hands, okay, and you can get yourself some nice little bits work done. Not even popped. But the safest way to do it is put your bit of wood up. If it's going to keep falling, get another bit of wood and hold it there. See how I missed that wood altogether, and that would have been my finger because it grazed off there. All right, so safety is paramount when using these tools, everybody. Hi everybody and welcome back. It is now, right on cue. There's Mr. Owl. He's come out to say, look, there's Lundy going to try and do a fire. He's not very good at them. Anyway, I went and got one of them twisty things out, and I've just twisted that around there. I've got this ferrocene rod. I think I need to sort it out because it's got loads of little ridges in it and it's not working really well. This has got a 90-degree spine on it, on this knife, and it's not working really well. It's just a lucky spark, really. Yeah. This, is that it? That's it. Yeah, I'll do you a close up of this. I paid about £15–20 for it off someone that was selling it on a seller's page on Facebook, and I just never been impressed with it. Anyway, I'm just going to put all them down there for now before my firelighter goes out. And let's just get some little twiggies on. Now, some of this stuff I've just picked up straight from the floor, so it's got bits of all sorts in it, so it'll probably go a bit smoky, but it's nice and dry, as you can hear and see. Okay, so that'll get the fire going lovely. Yeah, it is going nicely, that now. Might as well get the last of that on. Let's go, a nice smoky area. Let that flame come through. Oh, it is smoky, that, isn't it? A bit of a smoky jaw. Let's put yours there. You can see all the flame underneath. And I've got some nice sticks just to put on the top to get it going. And that's it, really. There's the fire. That's going nicely. Flames will start coming through with them little sticks. Let's just move you around a bit. I've still got my knife and my ferrocene rod on the floor there. And as you can see, I've got loads of little bits of wood there sliced up. And then I've got some other sticks in the trolley. I've got loads of little bits of twigs and all that in there. And then underneath here, I have got, on the right hand side is loads of hardwood, and then I've got loads of pine on the other side. There you go, look, that's that catched nicely now. But anyway, I'm going to crack open my can of beer, and if I don't drink all my Jack Daniels, then I'm not really bothered. I'll tell you what, I can now feel some heat coming off that fire, like. But having that new shelter in the side there is working a treat, like. Apparently I keep saying like quite a lot. Everybody has their mannerisms, don't they? And I've got mine. I've got a little bit of tidying up to do on me table here. Like me get me food put out on the fire, the pot, and that, get that burned. Oh, lovely. I haven't had a beer for like over a month. Cheers everybody, welcome to the video. I hope I haven't bored the shit out of you already, but anyway, waffle. Oh, aye, that's gone really well now. It's like a bloody bonfire. But yeah, happy days indeed. I can feel some nice heat coming off that, but it is a bit big. Berries, I shouldn't have put all them little twigs on, but they burn dead quick, fierce. Like I said earlier on, pine burns fierce and quick, but I'll get some hardwood on there as well and start getting some nice coals up so I can get some food on the go. And yeah, well, that's bright, that isn't it? Bright light. That's a bit better. Take it down to the minimum. It lasts all night as well when you've got it on that. But yeah, happy days. Like, it's good to be back in the shelter, back in my main camp. Like I say, it's been about a month since I was last here. Had a weekend off because I had loads of flooring getting done, and had the ben as well. And then obviously I went down to my local woods, done a camp there. And then last weekend I was out with Roney. Did I do a local camp? I can't remember what I done now. Oh, I done something anyway. But yeah. Just a waffle. Right, well, as you can see, I've got a pan on the stove. The heat's lovely, so it's been heating the pan up nicely. I'm just going to put my light on so I can see what I'm doing. It's very smoky though. I'm just going to pour a little bit of oil in. Probably too much, that, like. I've got a little stirrer here, which I'm going to put in my pocket. In here, I've got some beef, but there's been some, as you can see, some flour in it. And obviously I've put some herbs and spices and that in there as well. And that's been in there since yesterday, okay, in the fridge. So obviously I'm not going to use this bag again, so as it's had all this meat in, and I've just got to wait for that fat to sizzle a bit, which I think it's already done. Tell you what, let's get this gloves off. I'm having a disaster. My meat won't come out. Tell you what we're going to do. It's actually stuck in the part in there. Oh my god! What a disaster! I don't want to rip this and then drop everything. I tell you what, I don't know what's going on here, like, but meat's gone all tits up. Right, well, the meat's in the pan and anyway, it's gone into one big massive lump. Oh, that's not good, like. Right, let's get you around the other side here, where there's less smoke. So I'm just going to brown this meat off. As you can hear, it's sizzling a little bit, but it's all stuck together. I think I should have just left the meat without all this stuff on. Trying to break it up a bit. Where's Roney when you need him? Eh? It's all gone Pete tongue. Right, well, I've brought this off the fire because it's just all sticking because of all the stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me vegetables, open these up, put them in, Get me big knife. I've got all my wood underneath here and it's all in the way. Everything's just going wrong. I've got a load of tatties here. So all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to half these. Put these in. Well, this is going to be enough food to feed a small village, this. Nice surprise there then. Put it this way, I'm starving. So I'll probably eat some of this tomorrow as well, to be quite honest. Right, just put my knife there. And then in this little bag, I've got some different bits and pieces. So I've already got mixed herbs and that in there, not spices. So I've got some pepper. So I'm just going to hide all that in. Some salt. I've got some beef oxtails, whatever you call it. Nowadays it's absolutely solid. That'll break down when it goes through it. The water gets added in that. Why, I'm some Gordon Ramsay, aren't I? Eh? Jesus Christ, made a right cock sauce of this tonight, but hopefully it tastes alright. I'll break that up into a couple of little bits, and then I've got one of these little beef stock pots. I thought I had put 2 in, like, to be honest, because I like having 2 of them in. Put that in. Let's get some water. And we'll just put enough water in there to just about cover it. Give it all a bit of a stir. Oh, it looks alright, man. Meat's browned off a little bit with the heat, and it'll break up as well. Okay, so that's a canny meal fit for me. Can you see it? Obviously, we've just got to put it back on the heat. Oh shit, I've just dropped my top for the water. I'm having a cluster. Right, that can go on the plate. Put my gloves on. Pick this up, make my way over to the fire. We'll just spin you around. Be doing a Kylie Minogue. The fire's going really nice actually. Then we'll get the lid on and just let that cook away for a couple of hours. And that should be it. Happy days, like. I like that pan. I've had it for years and I've never really ever used it until we come to this camp. But yeah, happy days, like. Happy days indeed. The fire's lovely, like. Nice, lovely heat, that. So I just keep adding the odd couple of bits of wood every now and again. That'll be a nice heat going up into the bottom of the pan. And we'll get that food getting cooked away. I'm going to sit back and listen to some tunes for an hour or so. I might even watch a YouTube video, have me can, and I might bring you back once in a blue moon for a little bit of waffling, and I'm going to have a nice Jack Daniels as well. I didn't spill any this week. Last week was a nightmare. But you'll be sitting watching that video now because it's Sunday night. Oh, bit of smoke in my eyes. See you later. Right, well, tea is ready. I can't believe how quick time's gone. I've just been looking at stupid things on the phone and that, but it's ready. Oh yes, it's thickened up really nicely as well. It's got a little bit of juice. Another scoop of the goodness, and then I can always get some more. But look at that. It's a bit steamy windows like, but yeah, happy days. Right, I'll put the lid back on there and then just leave that on top of there for now. and we'll sit down and get some of this down my neck. Right, well, the steam's calmed down a little bit. There you go. Happy days. A nice beef stew, bit of veg and all that, and a bit of meat there. Oh. It's really hot. Really, really hot. Tatties are nice. Not too hard, not too soft. Just perfectamundo. Carrots are done nicely as well. Still got a nice bit of crunch. Meat's a bit crap like. Oh, do you know when you swallow something hot and it burns down the inside of your tubes? Ooh-wee! Oh. The meat. I think I must have picked up a crappy pack of meat. It just feels dead gristly. It's not very nice meat, that, like. I just hope it hasn't gone off. That was better. Some bits of that meat are a bit rank, like. But I had it in the fridge all night. It was freshly bought from a fridge in a shop. I just had the bits and pieces mixed to it. But anyway, I'm going to sit back, relax and enjoy this. I haven't even drank a can of beer. I'm just not really in a drinking mood just yet. As he picks up a can to say cheers. Oh. Everything's going down the wrong tube. Pardon me. But I'm going to get some more wood on the fire. I've just been letting it calm down. To be honest, I've been on that Temu thing, having a look at some bits and pieces. I think I've been suckered in because I've ended up buying loads of crap. Spent about 80 quid or something on absolutely tons. And then it sends you a message saying that you've got a £100 gift voucher. But then you go through to spend that £100 on 6 different gifts or whatever it is you get it. And then it says go to checkout, so you expect it to be nothing, and the next thing you know, they're trying to bill you another 28 quid, so I've just come out of it. I'd end up spending all my bloody wages on loads of shite that I didn't really need. Jesus Christ. But anyway, I think I might do a couple of videos on Temu crap that I've just bought. See how it goes. But it's got really cold, so I'm going to put some wood on the fire. That tea should be nicely at the right temperature for eating soon. And I'm going to sit and eat that. I've just come out to have a chill out. So I might bring this back. I might not. I've still got my free Jack Daniels to drink. Just not in the mood. Probably end up leaving a couple, to be quite honest, and just drink the one. Have an early night. It's now 8:30. So anyway, waffle. I'll tell you what, that metal plate is warm like. I think I need to put a glove on, and I'm just going to sit and fill my face. I'll tell you what though, putting the flour in with your meat and then cooking it off that way is much nicer because it's thickened up the juices really nicely. I normally have it a lot waterier than that. Tastes nice and all the different bits I've put in. Oh, lovely. I love a stew. You can't beat it, can you? You just can't beat it. Right, I feel like a broken record. I'm just repeating myself. So I'll see you in a while. Crocodile. I'm actually just about to finish my first ever drink I've had the night. And it's now 9:30 at night. I'm just chilling out in front of the fire. Not really in the mood for getting drunk or anything, like, to be honest. I know I will pour myself a Jack Daniels. I've got 3 of them. I'll probably end up taking one home, I think. I'll just leave it for the next time I come up, actually, to be honest. But the fire's lovely. Absolutely belter. I thought I would have put my main jacket on by now, but this body warmer's great, even without the heater on it, which I've got the battery in it, like, I just haven't switched it on yet. Don't need to. But yeah, I heard a voice earlier on. Must be either in the other bit of land on the opposite side of the woods. Someone might be out doing a bit of night stalking or something. But yeah, it's not very often I hear a voice around here, especially at night. But the owls are going berserk down in the old woods. Be nice if they come over here. I like listening to the owls on a night time. But yeah, this is going to be my last bit of recording for tonight, unless anything untoward happens. Okay, I'm just really enjoying having a bit of time out, relaxing in front of the fire. But I'm sure I'll probably bring this back for a little bit of a waffle later on. I enjoyed the food, but the meat was a bit weird. Yeah, I've ate most of it, to be quite honest. I had 2 platefuls, and I'll see what it looks like tomorrow. I might eat that for breakfast, or I might put it out for the animals and just have some porridge. Or I'm going to go out and do a little bit of a recce down by the river on the other part of the land for a future camp I've got coming up. And yeah, happy days. Right, waffle. I'll see you later on. Right, well, good morning everybody. As you can see, I'm still in my scratcher. I got quite warm last night. I went to bed obviously with my body warmer and that on, but I opened it up through the night. Yeah, after having some food and having a Jack Daniels, I ended up falling asleep in front of the fire. Woke up about 1 o'clock in the morning, had some more food, had a couple of more drinks, and the next thing I knew it was 4 o'clock. So I've had like about 4.5 hours sleep in me scratcher, but I had a couple of hours in the chair asleep as well. It was so relaxing last night. The food was mediocre, to be quite honest. The meat let it down. The rest of it was absolutely fantastic and really tasty, but the meat was horrendous. So I think I need to look at different supplies of meat when I'm making stews and that. Go to a butcher's, you know. But last night I used a little monocle type night sight. I'll just show you a quick picture up of it now. Doing like a bit of a review, first look sort of thing on it. And I must say I was really impressed. But yeah, I just really had a nice relaxing night last night. Obviously a couple of hours kept in front of the fire was a nice little treat as well. But I ended up drinking all my Jack Daniels and a Bailey's and hot chocolate. I'm not sure if I brought you along for any of it at all, to be quite honest. But yeah, I enjoyed playing with that night sight last night. It was really impressive for the size of it. You can put it on a helmet, so it comes down front of your eye. You can put it on a rifle, or you can just use it as like a monocle in your hand. And yeah, fits perfect in your pockets, tiny. And it's brilliant, to be quite honest. So stay tuned for that video. Keep a lookout for it. It's not cheap, but it's at the base rate of what these night sights cost. I think it's about £300 odd. But yeah, I enjoyed using it last night. I could picked up all the stars in the sky and everything. Obviously, I'll see what the footage is like when I do the editing. But yeah, and anyway, before I get into waffle mode, I'm going to get myself up and make myself a brew, get dressed, get camp squared away. Obviously, I've done all my dishes and that last night, like, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'll just see what happens. I'm in no rush to get home today, as long as I'm back home for like afternoon time. So I might do a little bit more prep, get my chainsaw out, get that cleaned up, get the blade sharpened. I'll not bring his along for that, like, or I might do, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I think I'll do a bit more wood prepping things
for the next time I come up. Go and check out a little couple of spots again that I found to do a couple of different camps, and I might go down to the other side of the land where I've got permission, where there's a little stream and that, and have a walk around there, looking to do a couple of other different types of camps. Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead.
Right, well, my apologies everybody, it's nearly 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been doing a couple of review videos for you to watch, one on an SES smock by Kit Pimp, so you'll probably see that before this, and also a one on this night sight. It's like a one that you can put on a rifle, a helmet, or you can use in your hand. It's nice, small and compact, and it's really good. So stay tuned, that'll be coming up on Wednesday after this video. But I'm heading off up to see my friend Chris the Northumbrian, a knife maker. He's been doing a bit of work on a knife I've had for years, which I hardly ever use, and I wanted the blade changed, like put from a convex edge to a Scandi grain, Scandi knife type thing. And he's been doing a bit of work on some axes and little knives that I've took up for him to do as well. So it'd be nice to catch up with him. So like I say, I need to finish off packing up me electrics and everything, and then get myself away. So thank you very much for watching everybody. I really appreciate the support that I'm getting. All right, I've got some nice loyal supporters that watch this channel no matter what I put on. Now, some of the videos are absolutely rubbish, but you still watch it. You know, I just sit there and waffle away, and I'm starting to do that now. But for you that enjoy it, thank you very much. And for all you haters out there, like I'm bothered. See you later.